Panther, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it did, or what it didn't do. Listen, I have recorded this video so many times. I was over in OBS and it was giving me a fit, so I'm hoping that this particular recording goes over well. I'm over in Streamlabs now, and I'm pretty pleased with the flavor right now. Speaking of what it don't do, um, Jaycee Horn, I Claire, man, you know, when I reported that news yesterday, I was crushed. Still am. Still am. This dude is a dog, and this dog can't stay off the porch. And it sucks for him. You know what I mean? Because again, you know, he's so young, it doesn't seem like he's going to have an extensive career. Um, Frank Reich and the brass need to have a meeting. Come to Jesus real quick about what's going on in that room. Two rooms that need to be flooded with depth are the cornerback room and that O line room. Um, I know Dave from PNP was saying, edge rushers are more important. Well, my whole thing is this: um, how good are these edge rushers in coverage right about now? Because I'm sorry, I don't have that faith that just because we got new coaches, they're going to be able to train up um, C.J. Henderson and Keith Taylor. If nothing is going to train, if nothing should train you up, or rather, nothing. If I'll put it this way: if the game that's going to qualify you to go to the playoffs doesn't motivate you to play above yourself, how will a brand new coaching staff motivate you to play above yourself and get the job done? So yeah, but yeah, I'm not gonna go too far in it. I could, but I won't. Um, because I need to make sure this is number one. I need to make sure this is a short video so I can test it, make sure it goes over well. No lags, things of nature, everything that all the mistakes I had in OBS. I think I'm done with OBS. I think I'm done with it. Yep. Um, but yeah, I wish JC well. Wish him well. Wish him well. Wish him. Wish him well. Um, I hope we got some dogs behind him. I'm not quite sure if that what's his name, Rejon Wright. Saw his numbers. Uh, he looks pretty good on paper. Look like he could be that. Like he could be him. Because right now, with JC uh, not being in and not being okay to come back until training camp, I would imagine even down to week one, he um, most likely will be on a snap count. So Rajon has a chance to make a name for himself and come in behind JC on some plays and be a dog. I um, anointed and elected JC as of last year the mayor of Steelsville, and so shout out to whoever can come in behind him, whether it's Rajon Wright or somebody else, and be that dog and be that vice mayor of Steelsville. We rode the road of Thieves Ave and we got here to Steelsville, and so we got to stay here. We got to stay here. We can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get this done, man. We got to get stuff. We got to get a playoff year for real, and a real good playoff push deep. We want to be taken seriously. We want to be formidable amongst these other teams. We don't want to be walking around all sad and humble and subdued and all the other stuff. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? We want that. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that people know that we them again. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to be. Um, you know, if we in the Rivera years, it wasn't guaranteed that every year was going to be spectacular or fantastic or whatever. Excuse me, I'm sleepy. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, but at least we were respected. You know what I mean? The message we just got through with, and it just really brings home, you know, the how messy his mind was, and just really was not equipped for the league at all. You picked Jaycee Horn with the first pick, and I'm not saying that now because of the injuries. I'm saying that now because you just got a quarterback at the time. So the first thing you do is you give that quarterback some insurance, some assurance that you're going to keep him safe, that you're going to keep him upright. You go for the tackle, you go for the guard. You know what I mean? Something that's going to add, give him some presence to let him know, okay, I can be comfortable back here passing. Instead, you pick Jaycee Horn to start off with, and you get a third round best available Brady Christensen, and you're not even going to play him enough to see what he really got in him, thus forcing us to get a left tackle just in case he ain't him the next year. If we would have done that, oh my God, if we would have got what's the dude's name, Slater, first round, we really could have been nasty. We really could have been nasty. You know what I mean? I don't know how nasty we would have been with. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We went from the water boy for LSU's former water boy for offensive coordinator to consulted Ben McAdoo for offensive coordinator. This never mind. That whole 2.5 year fiasco just ugh. Anyway, shout out to JC, man. Prayers up for him. Um, by the way, DBs, whether you're in high school, whether you're in college, under the sound of my voice, whether you're in the pros, listen, go back to basics. Stop wearing them low cut cleats. They ain't for you. You got to backpedal. You got to break with receivers going right and left. And, you know what I'm saying? You need to make sure that your ankles are protected, pretty much. You need to be taping your ankles before the game. You need to be taping your cleats before the game, just like we used to do back in the day. The only time they need to see your cleats is for cleats for causes. That game right there, okay, you can untape them, but anytime else, but be very careful. Any other time, no, you need to be taped. High top, and I'm telling you, stop wearing these low cut freaking cleats. Go back to the Nike Shark high tops, the Deion Sander high tops, you know, and go out there and get busy with some ankle support. Period. And that's my public service. Oh, oh, oh. Because by the way, if you play for the Panthers, you have an owner that doesn't understand that the turf that he wants is not best for your feet. That part. Imagine we could have a playoff potential team right now. And I wonder how many are going to succumb to injuries because of that particular turf this year. I so wish this dude would sell this team. Oh God, because the mistakes he makes, the messes he makes, man. He it's just it's. Anyway, I digress before I throw something. But yeah, it was very funny to me the way that Tommy Tremble lit into Coach COVID. Um, and so what I did is I went on Twitter and went on Twitter and I tweeted "Good morning football," and I said, "Hey, remember when y'all got him on the show and he was capping about all the success that he was responsible for, even though he had been fired?" Well, what I did is I tweeted them P and P's footage of Rashad responding, or rather reacting to Tommy Tremble's soliloquy of the head coach that wasn't, and that should have never been one. Anyway, so yeah, PNP, if y'all get on GMFB, you're welcome, brothers. You owe me one, okay? All right, all right. Moving on to channel news. Well, some in between news. Um, Time for a little fluff. So I was in the lids one day, right? And I saw this hat, and I had to have it, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Pockets were kind of low. I was on medical leave. Had just went on medical leave, so that I don't know how this money gonna be flowing. So let me just wait on up, pump the brakes. And then the draft came 2 weeks after the. Well, excuse me. Let me back up. Let me back up. Before the draft came, I went back in there, tried to get the hat. It wasn't there. So the draft happens. 2 weeks after the draft, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get this draft hat. Go in there, and I see the draft hat, but I look to my left, and I see it, Mike. Oh my God, she was looking right at me. Yeah, pretty beast was she, and I had to have her, Mike. You wanna see her now? Let me show you this. What a beautiful beast she is, isn't she? Yes, so shiny, so icy, so beautiful. Mwah. Mm, 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 mm. And so I didn't even get the draft hat. I've been rocking this thing everywhere. Special occasions, unspecial occasions, you name it. You know what I mean? Because I mean, and the thing about it, when they first sold out of them, I was thinking I was going to see a whole bunch of people wearing it, but that's not the case. I haven't seen anybody wearing this. Just like my gold game day gold hat. I ain't seen nobody wearing that when I bought it. Not at all. So that part. But anyway, so yeah, this is my new baby. Yeah. I'm going to get the draft hat. I'm still going to get it. You know what I mean? But I figure I can get it anytime. You know what I mean? Because you can still get a hat from 2012 online. You know what I mean? So from somewhere. So anyway, I'll get that. But yeah, this is my new baby right here. Ooh, I'm tired. I'm tired. Let me see if I can get the show done and get it popping. Okay, so now on to channel news. Let me flip these scenes real quick. All right. On to channel news. So you see this new background right here. So this is what we're doing. We are on our way first to 100, our first 100 subscribers. What we're going to be doing is we will be taking milestones in the 20s. And when we reach 20 subscribers, what we're going to do is this. I'm going to hold a drawing. And when the randomizer picks your name, You're going to get some free merch. It'll be a T-shirt with, this taking back keep pounding culture icon, or the Panthers Den background, or one of the thumbnails that you may think is funny that we've done in the past. You'll have your pick of whatever graphic goes on the T-shirt, and I'll take care of it, the printing, um, shipping, handling, all that. You know what I mean? And also, what you're going to have the privy to do is you're going to have the privy to guess what the new name for the channel is. Again, you're going to have the chance to guess what the new name for the channel is. Now, if you guess this, in return for your silence, for your hush hush, for your keeping it to yourself, for your keeping it under wraps, for you not snitching, I'll make you the first moderator. And you're not just going to be like a moderator. You know what I mean? You're going to have some VIP type access to some things that we do around here as our first moderator, okay? So when we get 20 subscribers, that's when we're going to do that. So people, we got 5 now. I need y'all to be sharing this content in other platforms, Facebook groups and IG, things of that nature. You know, share it in other YouTube chats as well. But of course, be courteous, be generous with it. Always ask, you know, and do it at times where you feel like, maybe I said something that relates to the topic that somebody else is saying at that time, and always be courteous and ask, can you drop the link? You know what I mean? Don't just drop it. You know what I mean? We're all, you know, Panther family around here, and everybody subscribe to everybody, and and the reason why is because we this uh do this Panther cast thing in different ways. You know what I'm saying? It's all one banner, all one team, but we do it in different ways. So and it's great to see what everybody brings to the table of this Panther cast situation. So yeah, so that's what's going on with the channel, and so uh, you know, to my faithful 5 out there, thank y'all so much for rocking with me thus far. We're trying to grow this, so don't think that this challenge is a waste of your time just because you know we got a meager amount. Trust me, trust me. I'm gonna trust me. I'm trying my best to to uh, grow a family around this channel, and you guys are the building blocks. So I thank you so much for your subscription. I do not take it lightly. I do not take it lightly. You can rock with anybody, but you rocking with your boy, and I'm so glad that you are. Okay, so let's move on to another topic. We're at 18 minutes. Great, I like it. Okay, don't know how long, but we're gonna make this quick. Try to make this quick as possible. So you have to be you have to be what's the word here? You have to be excited about what's going on in the locker room, and who they're getting in. Um, and when I'm talking about this, I'm talking specifically about the offensive line. We have a top 5 offensive line, but what has transpired just this year in the offseason is dynamic. We draft NC State um, guard Savas that used to play beside Icky. Not only that, we signed Ricky Lee from my alma mater, North Carolina, NC State University, to a 3-year deal, and we signed what's the guy from Quincy? I can't say his name. We signed him to a 3-year deal. Now, am I ecstatic because they're gonna do so much? No, I'm ecstatic because I see what's being built. I see Scott Fitterer. He is about to build um, Legion of Boom 2.0, but he's doing it from the offensive side. Um, those of you that know me know that I started my football journey um, on the Blue Star side of things. Still got love for Dallas. Still got, you know what I'm saying, still following them, whatever like that. But when it comes to this right here, sorry, baby, this is where I'm from. You know what I mean? They rep this and they rep me and I rep them. So, you know, they the top of the totem pole for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, but let me just give you a little history lesson, okay? Real quick. This right here, this right here is referred to as the Wall of Dallas. Nate Newton, Gissett, Gogan, Eric Williams. You know what I'm saying? These guys, you know what these guys did? These guys got Jimmy J, two of these, and got Barry Switzer, one more. Yeah, that's what they did. Crazy, right? I know. And so, but you look at the offensive line now with the front five that we have, even injured, even an injured Austin Corbett, and you look at the signings of these other two guys from Quincy and from A&T, and you have to say, wait a minute, we're getting quality depth on that O line. And when you look at that, you look at somebody that has not really performed that well in a Cam. Was it Cam Irvin? Cam, I think Cam Eflin's already gone. One of them's already gone. But whichever one is still there, whichever one's still there, you got to look at him and say, wait a minute, oh, they about to get rid of you, bro. Your days are numbered. Either this year or next year, we're going to be ready. We're going to be able to walk away from you clean because this right here, this right here, excuse me, uh, this right here is what's being built in Carolina, and the fact that something like this has been proven to get the Lombardis, I'm for it all day long, baby. And you gotta be too. You gotta be too. You have to be excited about what's going on. You know what I mean? So that being said, that's been my time. I think we are nearing 25 minutes, right under that. So it's a good place to stop this and make sure that everything is straight before I upload it to YouTube for you guys' enjoyment. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Um, yeah, just thank y'all so much. To my faithful five, don't worry, I'm going to get y'all some good company. But yeah, you guys too. You know what I'm saying? You guys put in the work as well. Share the content. Tweet it out. You know, if I say something that resonates with you, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Let somebody know that hey, yo, Nick over there from the Panthers den, you know what I'm saying? He got a good situation going over there too. You know what I'm saying? You wanna kind of get in there with him to see what he talking about. You know what I mean? Because I mean I've been rocking with these right here, these cats from day one. I came in from football practice and I heard the news that we got the bid, and ever since then it's been on for me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm about to go to bed. Um, whew, and I got a busy day tomorrow. My son's graduating from fifth grade, going into middle school, so I'm going to be with him tomorrow all day at his school. In that craziness, so I'm about to get some sleep. In the meantime, you guys and all of us, let's keep pounding. Peace and God bless.